Thank you everyone for coming along and welcome to the Precinct. For those who haven't been here before, this is the Precinct that Innovation built back in 2016, 17. It's the House of Innovation. So, my name is Long. I'm from the Advanced Queensland with the Department of Environment, Science and Innovation. Now, why am I doing with tourism? We have partnered with the Department of Tourism and Sport. Innovation used to be part of tourism and sports until we got mogged in government and stuff, so now we're on our own with environment and science. So first I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. We're meeting on Yagara and Turrbal land, and I would also like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and also join our First Nations who have looked after these lands for thousands of years so that we can share this great land with visitors from all around the world. So, welcome to the Queensland Tourism Industry Innovation Challenge event. A few housekeeping matters. For those in case of fire, please follow precinct management staff to your nearest exits. Toilets are down the hall, so please use them anytime you need. Can you please keep your phones on silent, please, during the pitches so that there's no interruptions. And be respectful during the pitches. This event is also being recorded, so if you wish not to be on that, please let us know. All right, so we are here to witness 6 Queensland companies compete for the opportunity to work with the tourism division and the wider tourism sector to tackle one of 2 important challenges: visitor experience and workforce. So under visitor experience, we have an innovative wonderment to support tourism operators to enhance visitor experience at any stage of the travel consumer journey. And workforce, how do we unlock workforce capabilities for Queensland tourism sector? As we know, there's been a big change in the tourism industry. It's very hard to find workers or retain them, especially in regional areas. So the winning business will secure up to $100,000 to pivot their innovation with a proof of concept application for one of the 2 challenges. Not only will there be one $100,000 prize, there'll be 2 today. So we managed to dig up another $100,000. I had to do some basking in Queen Street Mall and stuff to get some money, but we got there. So on the judge's discretion, if there are 2 businesses that meet the criteria, they will each receive up to $100,000 each to work on their chosen challenge. So this event has been made possible with the partnership with the Department of Tourism and Sports and Advanced Queensland. So there'll be 6 pitches today, and they'll be marked on 3 criteria: whether they address the challenge, whether it's visit experience or workforce, have the capability to deliver, and project viability, and last but not least, they're market ready to go out to market and help our tourism operators and organizations. So before we get to that, I just want to introduce our judges who will be judging all 6 pitches. So we have Ms. Lee Diffie. She's the Deputy Director General for Innovation in the Department of Environment, Science and Innovation. So Lee is responsible for driving the Advanced Queensland initiative to create good jobs for Queenslanders and increase the role of science and innovation in the Queensland economy. We have Mr. Darcy Slattery, General Manager for Tourism Policy, Partnerships and Events with the Department of Tourism and Sports. Darcy is responsible for the policy, partnership and engagement teams in the tourism division. He works to raise the profile of tourism and its importance to the Queensland economy. We have also Mr. Taz Weber, Head of Tourism with the Brisbane Economic Development Agency. Taz has key leadership roles in the leisure, travel and tourism industry. He acts as an advocate for the tourism sector by working with stakeholders to address key industry priorities. So can you give a big round of applause for our judges today? There will be our judge, jury and, no, sorry. I watched Judge Dredd last night, so anyway, excuse that for the moment. But proceedings-wise, so for all 6 pitches, each business will have 12 minutes to pitch, followed by 8 minutes of Q&A from the judges. During the pitch, at the 10-minute mark, I'll have a bell. They'll let you know that there's 2 minutes left for your presentation. At the 12-minute mark, we'll ask you to stop and we'll hand it over to the judges to ask questions. We will have the first 3 businesses pitch first, and then we'll have a morning tea. After morning tea, the next 3 businesses will pitch, and then we will break for lunch. During lunch, the judges will deliberate and put their scores together and select the winner or winners. After lunch, we will announce who will receive the inaugural Queensland Tourism Industry Innovation Challenge event pitch competition. So, to start proceedings, I'll hand over first to Lee to say a few words, and then we'll get after that to Darcy. So Lee, please come up. Round of applause, please. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Long. I'd like to acknowledge the Yagara and Turrbal people on whose land of which we're meeting today. And as Long said, welcome to the Precinct, Queensland's innovation hub, where great things happen, and hopefully through today we'll find some new solutions to some problems. I'd like to thank my fellow judges, Darcy and Taz. Thank you for giving up your time to be here today. Advance Queensland is about supporting greater science and innovation in Queensland economy, but it's also about solving some of the big problems that community and industry are facing. And today's event is just one way in which we're trying to do that. This is the second challenge that the tourism industry has been supported through Advance Queensland with. The first one was about trying to help with some of the employee supply side of things, so trying to get young tourism people into the sector. So working with the young tourism leaders, a pitch went to market to make it more engaging for young people to think about having a career in tourism. Work Window, a virtual reality company, won that pitch process, and they recently launched their pitch at Aviation High. Not sure why Aviation High, but I guess there's tourists come here on aeroplanes, so maybe that's it. But anyway, where they use a virtual reality experience to feel what it's like in a tourism job, and there's half a dozen different sort of experiences in that at the moment, and that will only continue to grow so that the young tourism leaders that the tourism division support can go to jobs fairs and talk to young people about what it's really like to work in the tourism sector. This is just one way that Advance Queensland is helping to industries to solve their challenges. We also have a corporate innovation network where we're taking Queensland's innovators to corporates across the country, across the state, and not so much in the tourism sector, but if you know some tourism corporates that are interested, we've got groups like Frucor Suntory who are building a massive beverage factory out at Ipswich, and Boeing, surely most of you will have heard of Boeing, who are part of that network, and they engage with the innovation sector to solve some of their problems at different stages. So I'll hand over to Darcy now, and before I head off, I just wish the companies that are pitching today luck. We really look forward to hearing your pitches and seeing what solutions you bring. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee, and thanks, Taz, for being on the judging panel today. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the Yagara and Turrbal peoples, and also acknowledge the First Nations innovators and entrepreneurs that have been on these lands for many generations, and of course our First Nations tourism operators who share and celebrate their stories with the world. I also, thank the judging panel for being here. Special mention to Taz, who has stepped in this morning. We did have Queensland Tourism Industry Council on the judging panel, but unfortunately, due to illness, couldn't be here today. So, but thank you very much for being here, Taz. I also want to acknowledge that enduring partnership that tourism and innovation have had, and Lee mentioned some of the previous pitches that we've done, but we're doing a lot of work in this space, and we know that tourism technology is where we will see our competitive advantage grow for Queensland as well. Acknowledging Matt Bron up there, who we were out at Cloncurry last week, and talking to councils about some of the challenges that they have in the tourism industry, and digital capability is a huge issue. particularly for regional Queensland tourism operators as well. So the Towards Tourism 2032 strategy has a specific action and theming around tech wonderment and what we can do to kind of grow the tourism experience through the technological advancements that we can make as well. To the innovators pitching today, thank you for all of your effort and your dedication to this process. And I also would like to thank the teams both in the innovation division and my own team for putting on today. So thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy, and best of luck to those pitching today. Thank you.
Thanks, Darcy. Thanks, Lee. So we've got 6 companies pitching. Each will have 12 minutes, up to 100 grand. So that's what, $8,333 per minute. All right. But no, on a serious note, these companies have been selected. We had over 40 applications come through, and evaluation panel and the judging panel had a very difficult time dwindling them down to 6. And we are here to listen to these 6 pitches and hopefully select 1 or 2 of them to be able to help the tourism industry and tourism operators who are, facing challenges. And anything we can do to help, where we can bring technology, it's a great thing.